Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to episode 7 of season 2 of Supernatural. Last episode was No Exit, and I really enjoyed that one. I sometimes change my mind when I'm editing. I think I mentioned it before. Or sometimes I'll edit an episode and I'll either kind of go, oh, that's not maybe as good as I thought it was when I got all wrapped up and excited about the episode. And sometimes it'll be the opposite where I was like, you know what, that's actually really good. And I kind of gave it a hard time. No Exit was kind of the same. Like, I really enjoyed it when I watched it. I thought it was fun and scary at times, and all the stuff down underneath, like in the sewers, where H.H. Holmes was like touching the girls and like grabbing onto them and stuff. I didn't like that. That was gross. And he was really creepy. And I'm just impressed still that they took a real life serial killer and, in my eyes, did it pretty well. Like, I am a big true crime fan. I watch a lot of that stuff. I listen to a lot of podcasts about it. And it does worry me sometimes when shows touch on real life things like this. But they did it really well and I'm impressed. So, go Supernatural. This episode is called The Usual Suspects. Now, I'm guessing it's going to be like the film. I don't know, is the film called The Usual Suspects or is the film called The Unusual Suspects? I'm pretty sure it's The Usual Suspects and it's got a lineup on the poster and it's about Kaiser Soze. That's kind of all I know, is that it's about a lineup of people and about Kaiser Soze. Is that a serial killer? Is that someone who just does crimes? I don't know. I never watched it. But in terms of Supernatural, what I think this episode is going to be about is a group of people that's trapped somewhere, maybe, or just a group of people who are suspect of a crime, or being a demon, or a ghost, maybe not a ghost, but a demon, and we have to try and figure out who the real person is. And Supernatural being the way it is, it's going to be there's going to be somebody who's so obviously the evil one, and then it's going to turn out to be somebody else that doesn't look evil. Kind of like, if you ever watched Devil, that's got that kind of twist in it. So, anyway, let's jump into Season 2, Episode 7 of Supernatural, The Usual Suspects. See what it's about. If you enjoyed the reaction, please subscribe to my channel for future Supernatural reactions. Leave some comments down below to let me know what you thought.
Possible IDs in 3 states that we know of. I gotta call you back.
Okay.
Credit card fraud, breaking and entering. This one puzzled me. Grave desecration. But still, these are a long way from murder. Then we get a fax from St. Louis, where you're suspected of torturing and murdering a young woman.
Dean?
However, no one could prove anything, of course, because supposedly you died there.
That's Dean. Oh, they would be hiding his face.
Going somewhere, Sam?
I guarantee it's just
Yeah, that's definitely Dean. You can see on the back of his head. Okay, that's super interesting. I did wonder when that whole Dean's meant to have died storyline was going to come back up. I didn't know whether they just not forgot about it, but just it was their way of just doing what they wanted most of the time. But yeah, interesting. They finally tracked him down.
And you're holding us why?
Well, he's being held on suspicion of murder, and we'll see.
Murder?
Is that
You
Regan
sound genuinely surprised.
from The Exorcist?
Or are you that good of an actor?
Who is he supposed to have murdered?
We'll get around to that. Your mother died when you were a baby. Your father's whereabouts are unknown. And then there's the case of your brother Dean.
Oh, because they burnt the body. Right,
Whose
okay.
demise was, well, just a little bit exaggerated. Feel free to jump in whenever you like. Then about a year ago,
Linda Blair, yeah,
there was a
she's from The
fire in your
Exorcist.
apartment. One fatality. Jessica Moore, your girlfriend. After she died, you fell off the grid, left behind everything.
I needed some time off.
We ran Dean's fingerprints through APHIS.
Okay.
Got over a dozen possible hits.
Possible hits.
Yeah.
Which makes them worthless.
But makes you wonder, what are we going to find when we run your prints?
I was going to say, they've been at so many crime scenes.
You be sure to let me know, alright?
His life is over.
How do they get out of
It doesn't
this?
have to be.
How do they get out of this?
You want me to turn against my own brother? My dad and Tony Giles were old friends. We were in the service together. We've done him since we were kids, you know? So we came as soon as we heard about his death.
Okay. There's an interesting structure to the episode. They're doing flashbacks.
What do you think, Scully? Want to check it out?
Hey, Scully.
You're Scully.
Nah, I'm Mulder. You're a redheaded woman.
So, would have been kind of hard for Dean to kill Tony.
It's ironic, so I recorded an episode of X-Files
Town at
today.
the time.
Did Tony mention anything unusual to you in the days before his death? unusual.
Yeah, like strange.
He had a nightmare the day before he died.
What kind of
Okay.
nightmare?
He said that he woke up in the middle of the night and there was a woman standing at the foot of the bed and
God.
blinked, she was gone. I mean, it was just a nightmare.
Did he say what she looked like?
Things being really weird
What the hell difference does it make what she looked like?
and like so unsubtle.
He said she was pale and she had dark red eyes.
So I get Karen a hug?
So we're obviously building up to the fact that she gets killed. Dean's discovered at the scene by the sounds of it, and obviously blamed for the death.
Hey, look at this.
Dana Schultz.
Dana
What's that?
Schultz.
The name?
The name of the woman?
I don't know, but it's everywhere.
Someone that came after him? Haunting him for some reason?
Play makes Jack a dull boy.
Love that movie. Dana Schultz.
Nothing. No Dana Schultz has ever lived or died in Baltimore in the last 50 years at least.
So what now?
Pretty close to cracking Gal's password. Maybe there's something in his personal files, you know?
By close you mean
30 minutes, maybe? Dude, seriously.
All right, I'm gonna go talk to Karen again, see if she knows anything about this Dana Schultz, huh?
Oh, is this when Karen gets killed? Is it one of the police
You know about
officers?
Karen?
Supernatural love that twist that she'll turn around and she'll be like, yellow eyes, or black eyes, whatever. Ah, shit the bed. I get really confused on horror films while they do that. They see someone stood there, so they put the light on. What's that gonna solve? If I saw someone stood up, like, because I've got doors here, if I saw someone stood there, I wouldn't go, oh my god, I would just run. Oh, it's the Dana Schultz. So the ghost is the one that's doing all the printing and stuff. Who is she? Jesus Christ. Okay, that makes sense. So she rang 911 because Dana was there. Dana killed her. Dean's investigating. He'll get arrested because he's on the scene. Okay. Shit. So does that bring us up to the present day? When they're in the police station now?
Getting anywhere with him?
No. Just a lot of wise ass remarks. You?
Shocking.
Sam's story matches Dean's to the last detail.
So this is what annoys me about police officers, okay?
If we don't get
So you
Sam to flip, we
two
have
people whose
nothing
stories
but
match
circumstantial
perfectly.
evidence.
They say that's suspicious. But the second the stories don't fully match up, it's like, okay, well, it's proof that they're lying. So they do kind of manipulate
Where's
things
the
to
murder weapon?
match what they want.
What's the motive?
I mean, he is handsome, but I don't trust him.
I think it's an anagram.
A what?
An anagram, same letters, different words. Could you do me a favor?
To be fair, they
See
should.
if you recognize any of these words, you know? Local names.
They would
places.
find the Dana Schultz thing all over his office and
Do you understand
the
what
bedroom at
SCP
home, so they should be looking into that as well.
SCP, I don't know about that, but
Ashland,
Ashland is a street name.
SCP.
Far from here.
Oh. Okay. So she's coming for the police officer.
My name is Dean Winchester. I'm an Aquarius. I enjoy sunsets, long walks on the beach, and frisky women. But our working theory is that we're looking for some kind of vengeful spirit.
Excuse me.
What's he up to?
Now, sometimes the spirits, they get things jumbled. You remember Red Rum? Same concept. You know, it's,
Red Rum.
fragments.
Red
Other
Rum.
times, it's anagrams. See, at first we thought this was a name, Dana Schultz.
Okay.
But now,
She recognizes it. Police brutality! See it. Yeah.
where'd you get that?
that he's noticed that she is up to something.
You've seen it, haven't you? The spirit.
How did you know?
Because Karen had the same bruises on her wrists.
Hmm.
And I'm willing to bet that if you look at Giles' autopsy photos, he's got them too.
You're giving your brother up.
Go to the first motel listed in the Yellow Pages. Look for Jim Rockford. It's how we find each other when we're separated. You can arrest him if you want. Or you can let him save your life.
It's cool that they're going to be working with the police officer, though. I love how I like this relationship.
It appeared like she was trying to talk to me, but she couldn't. It was just a lot of blood.
Not here.
That's Dana Schultz. Or at least, that's the ghost.
This is her.
Whether the
I'm
ghost
sure
is
of it.
Dana...
Claire Becker, 28 years old, disappeared about 8 or 9 months ago.
But I don't even know her. I mean, why would she come after me?
Well,
She wants help.
before her death, she was arrested twice for dealing heroin. You ever worked narcotics?
Yeah, Pete and I did. Before homicide.
Okay. Evil witch.
Sam! Sam!
What does she want?
Sam!
Oh, I'm such an idiot. I kept going, oh, that's Dana then.
Over there
But
by the
obviously Dana's
window.
not a real person. That's just mixed up words. Forgive me, guys. I totally messed that one up. Claire, not Dana. There is no Dana.
None of the extra letters make sense.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense.
Unless there was another spirit that's killing people and she's trying to stop them. She's trying to warn people. Maybe.
That necklace mean something to you?
I've seen it before.
What?
It's rare. It was custom made over on Carson Street. I have one just like it.
What?
Pete gave it to me. Excuse me?
Claire's not killing anyone.
Pete is.
She's trying to warn them.
Oh my god. I knew he was evil.
You see,
I knew it'd be one of the
they want
cracks.
vengeance, they want justice. Which
I'll be an extradited to St. Louis.
Good luck going
huh?
after Dean then. Dean's gonna kick your ass.
You just decided to transfer me yourself 800 miles at 2 in the morning?
I mean, I understand killing like drug dealers and stuff. It's probably kind of easy to get away with.
Hey, I'm cool in the van.
But you just take someone out of lockup and you're gonna kill them in the woods? How are we gonna get out of this?
You're a cocky son of a bitch. You think those people in St. Louis are gonna buy that crap you're peddling? Here's the thing. You're not gonna make it to St. Louis. You're gonna die trying to escape.
Oh,
Pete! Put the gun down.
Diana?
fuck
How'd you
you.
find me?
I know about Claire.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Put the gun down.
Shoot him in the
No, I don't think
tits.
so. You're fast. Pretty sure I'm faster. It wasn't my fault. Claire was gonna turn me in. I had no
Oh.
choice.
Karen?
Same thing. Tony scrubbed the money, then he got skittish, and then he wanted to come clean. I'm sure he told Karen everything. It was a mess. I had to clean it up. No trial, nothing. Just one more dead scumbag. Hey,
Kill him.
I still love you.
Whatever. Kill him. She's gonna do the whole thing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes! Come on, Regan.
Yeah, why don't you buy me another necklace, you ass?
I mean, well, she should have just shot him again, but...
do it! Don't do it!
Get him. Oh. Well, that too.
He screwed up both your cases royally. I'd say there's a good chance that we can get your cases dismissed.
Hey!
you could take care of that for us?
I hope so.
I mean, obviously, they're still going to
The
carry
St.
on
Louis murder charges?
uh,
That's another story.
kind of fraud and stuff.
I can't help you. Unless
they run.
I just happened to turn my back and he walked away. I could tell him that the suspects escaped. Listen, you need to watch your back.
I love her.
Both of you right now.
Is she another minor character that's never going to appear in it
I
again?
gotta radio this in.
Does she look familiar to you?
No, why?
I don't know. Anyway, are you hungry?
Oh.
No.
Yeah, for some reason I can
Is that
really
an
like
Exorcist
this.
joke? Hi guys, so it's the next day after watching the last episode of Supernatural, and you might have noticed, depending on how well I edited it, there was quite a lot of lighting issues throughout because it was getting super dark. There's a storm that rolled in outside, like as I started the episode. So my room went really dark, and the camera tried to adjust and brighten everything, but then I tried to put extra lights on. It also might have looked a bit of a mess, so I apologise if it did. But when I got to do my review at the end, I looked at the screen and my face just glowed like a fucking demon because the screen light came on properly as well. So I just thought I'd record it the next day. But the episode was an interesting one. I don't know how I feel fully. I mean, I had some more time to think about it. The first half of the episode, I don't think I loved. Even though the concept and the way they formatted the episode in terms of we start in the prison, Dean's been arrested, and we flash back to why it happened. I don't love that kind of concept in shows in general. So that's not the show's fault, it's just something that I personally don't love. Because when I know that something's happened, when it's like a flashback episode in terms of we start at the end and we keep going back towards what happened, they can be quite interesting, I agree, but sometimes it's very much like, right, I know Dean's got arrested, I know he didn't kill anybody, or if he did, they're a demon, so get to it, I want to know quickly what happened so we can see what happens after that. So sometimes when it's like going back and back and back, I get what people love it. It's just, for me, not my favourite kind of narrative structure. So the first half of the episode was okay. Like, I didn't love it, but I was enjoying it. It was kind of as it kind of caught up with itself, and it was in the prison, and the police officer, or in the jail, sorry, and the police officer was starting to see something as well, and started to believe what was going on. That's when I really got hooked, because I liked that, and I liked the fact that finally, the cops and Owens are trying to help. Obviously, it was only one cop, and it was the girl from The Exorcist. If you kept wondering why I call her Regan, in case I had to cut it out, she's the girl from The Exorcist from the 70s, so great actress, love her. And I just really enjoyed her character because she was a good cop, really. She was doing her job properly. These guys were at all these crime scenes. One guy's meant to have been killed at a crime scene, and they found them. Great. She did the right thing. But then when she started to kind of get the inkling that they may be right, she tried to speak to them and get to the bottom of it, because a good cop will get to the bottom of a story, not just believe a certain narrative and twist things to fit that narrative, as you'll see on things like Making a Murderer. Bad cops twist things and plant evidence to fit a narrative that may or may not be true. Let's not get into that argument today. But she just wanted to get to the truth of the matter, which I think is a really good cop. I mean, I kind of had a feeling that other guy was good. Nick was bad from the beginning. I wasn't 100% sure, but just, he had a bit of a slimy look. So I was just like, I don't know if I trust you. But just, I think maybe because I've been watching, obviously, 1 and a bit seasons of Supernatural, not in quick succession, but over the course of whatever, it's kind of like, I know there's always going to be a twist, and what you think is the obvious answer is not going to be the obvious answer. So, is it obvious that this girl's going to be just haunting people for the sake of it? Yeah, and that sometimes is the case. But as Supernatural goes along, they like to put a little sting in the tail. And so it's like, okay, well, she's obviously not just killing people. Or if she is, there's a good reason as to why. And then obviously it turned out it was one of the cops, which kind of guessed from the start the cop was going to be a demon. So I wasn't right, but I wasn't wrong, because the cop was evil. But I did think it was a really good twist. I gasped. Even though it was something I sort of guessed, I did gasp when it happened. So I enjoyed that storyline. I thought that was cool. And the fact that she did kill him and didn't go like let him get away with it or let him run away like she did with the boys, I thought was really good. She did the right thing. She took him out, because at the end of the day, he didn't just kill a drug dealer. Oh, he was the drug dealer, wasn't he? But he didn't just kill like a criminal. He killed innocent people. Like, for example, just one example, the woman who was the wife, he killed her because she may have known about the situation and might have gone to tell people. But she was innocent, and he killed her and was going to kill. Obviously, Dean's not an innocent person, but you know, he's not involved in the drug scandal. But overall, I'd say I quite enjoyed the episode. There's quite a bit of good humour in it. It was the nice little twist in the tale of the ghost and why she was doing what she was doing. And I apologise now if I kept calling her Dana after they revealed that it wasn't a name, it was an anagram of a street. I apologise. I'm dumb at times. I have an airhead moment, and I just kept calling her Dana because I forgot she was called Claire. I think it was Claire. It's been a day, okay? Yeah, but overall, good episode. Not my favourite because of the first half, I was just kind of like, right, get to it. Come on, catch up, get to the point. But again, as I've said a couple of times in this review, that's more of a fault with me and I liking a story than it is the episode. The episode was good, and the structure was unique and something different, and I liked that they tried something different. And it was nice to see, actually, now before I finish, that they brought up the whole Dean is meant to be dead storyline. That was cool. Because it obviously happened like the beginning of season 1, maybe episodes between like 6 and 8, I think it was. And it never got mentioned again, really. Oh, I had one brief mention later on in the season. It was in Faith, when he was in hospital. And not that I thought they'd forgotten about it, but it was just like, okay, is it ever going to get brought up, or is it just a case of they did that so early in the series so that Sam and Dean always have an out because he's actually dead, it can't be him, that kind of thing. But it was good that they carried on with it. So yeah, interesting. Thanks for watching, guys, and I really enjoyed the episode. That was good. Good, strong episode of Supernatural. Let me know what you thought in the comments below, and subscribe if you enjoyed this reaction. As always, my name is Scott. Hope you're well. Take care of yourselves and staying safe. If you like my content, please check out some of my videos to my right. And let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye, guys.